Kane held his first news conference as a Bayern Munich player. Our reporter Paul Gilmore was there. We can speak live to him. He's in Munich. Right, Paul, Kane has been speaking to the media today. What's he had to say?
He has indeed, Tom, in this very room a couple of hours ago. A very assured performance from the England captain off the pitch, much as we're used to seeing on the pitch from him, and it was all received very well here. There's still real excitement about Harry Kane's transfer to Bayern Munich, to the Bundesliga. And yes, he was asked more about that decision to leave Tottenham after such a long spell at the North London club and come here. And we asked him a little bit about his decision and how he had to weigh up, but maybe between playing in the Champions League and winning those major trophies and titles, but also weighing that up against Alan Shearer's Premier League goal-scoring record. This is what he had to say.
No, of course it's always going to be a tough decision. I was at Tottenham for 19 years of my life, so everyone knows that the club is connected with me and with my heart. But ultimately, like I said earlier, I'm a professional and I've always pushed myself to my limits, and I just felt like the time was right. I needed to be playing at the highest level. I needed to be playing Champions League, trying to win titles every year. So when I thought about it, and obviously Bayern got in touch, it was a decision I wanted to make. And of course, the people will talk about the record and talk about Shearer, but look, I've got plenty of football left in my career. For now, it's to concentrate on trying to achieve things here, trying to push myself, trying to push the team, and try and reach new levels with this club. And that's all my focus is on right now.
So plenty of football left in his career, perhaps hinting towards a return to the Premier League in the future. But for the meantime, Harry Kane firmly focused on Bayern Munich. He revealed that he will be taking German lessons, maybe 1 or 2 lessons a week. At the moment, he only knows the word service, so hello, but he is picking that up. We did speak to Jamal Musiala last night. He warned Harry Kane that the German language is incredibly tough, and it will be, but he will be getting stuck into those lessons. He also spoke to Kieran Trippier, his former teammate and of course England teammate, about the move and coming to a different country and culture after Trippier's move to Atletico Madrid. He revealed that Thomas Muller has been very welcoming, already invited Harry Kane for a game of golf when they have a couple of days off. So he spoke really well on the experience of the negotiations. He talked about it being up and down, and at one point not even knowing if the move was going to happen in those dramatic last 48 hours of negotiations. But also one of the things he talked about his decision, and we mentioned the goal-scoring record of Alan Shearer, and we talked about the Champions League and winning titles. But Harry Kane, for him, one of the main factors is he just didn't want to have any regrets come the end of his career.
I remember when Beckham went to Madrid and how big that was. I've no secret that I was a massive David Beckham fan when I was younger, but I think for me as well, I never wanted to get to the end of my career and regret not experiencing different leagues and different cultures and different competitions. So that was a big part of that decision as well. And yeah, the Thomas, the manager, yeah, it was a big part. We spoke, and I really enjoyed his energy and the way he wants to play and the vision he had for me and the team. And of course, I have another baby due in a couple of weeks, so it was a lot going on. But ultimately, my family were fully behind me, and we all made the best decision what we thought for me and my family was. And yeah, now we have a little bit of stuff to sort out, and with the pregnancy and things like that. But that's life, and that's part of the experience. So I'm sure everything will be fine. And ultimately, come Friday, once the season starts, that's where the main focus will lie.
We know that his debut didn't go to plan last night, of course, Bayern Munich losing and a chance to get his first silverware. But when will we next see Kane playing for Bayern Munich?
Yeah, Thomas Tuchel wasn't too happy with that last night. He felt they let Harry Kane down on his debut. But yeah, we will see him on Friday. Thomas Tuchel has said that he will start that game. So the Bundesliga season kicks off Friday. Bayern Munich away to Werder Bremen, and we do expect to see Kane from the start. It has been a whirlwind time of it recently, hasn't it? Going from in the early hours of the match day morning against Leipzig, Kane was still in the process of signing in his contract. He was up late, wasn't he? Thomas Tuchel said he didn't get to sleep until around 3 or 4 in the morning. He was then into training later that morning to meet his teammates and walk through some of the tactics for that game against Leipzig. So after a good solid few days and week now of preparations, Kane will be in a much better place to come in from the start. So that's a game you can see live on Sky Sports in the UK on Friday evening. We will see Harry Kane there. And a very quick couple of other things. We also spoke to Jan Christian Driesen, the man at the heart of the negotiations for Bayern Munich. A couple of things on this transfer. He talked about how tough negotiations were with Daniel Levy. He said Daniel Levy is tough but very polite, and he said that he owes Daniel Levy a dinner in London and he intends to honour that promise. So great respect between Driesen and his Tottenham counterpart. He also said that they did indeed have talks with Kepa Arrizabalaga, the Chelsea goalkeeper, but confirmed that Arrizabalaga has chosen Real Madrid. And just on the topic of lunch, or dinner there, I mentioned the lunch that was served up here. Well, there was only one choice that Bayern Munich could go for today with the England captain in the building, and that was fish and chips.
Wonderful. Good to hear. Paul, thank you.